I have a moment before my next meeting, and just stepped out of my office to reflect for a moment. And I keep coming back to a very quick conversation that I had with Christian Siriano at his recent Fashion Week boot camp. And I use the term conversation lightly. It was after day 2 of the boot camp had adjourned, and there was a question that I wanted to ask him during the Q&A that I didn't end up getting picked for, but I'm glad that I kept my hand down because it wasn't like a huge deal that maybe would have been impactful to the rest of the group. So I'm kind of glad that I kept it to myself. Anyway, the question that I had for him was, what are you consuming? What content are you consuming? What places are you consuming? Where do you go to collect your inspiration or to get inspired? Now, I've been working in the tech startup space for a handful of years now, and this is a common question that they ask you during interviews, and this question has really stuck with me, so that was why it came to mind. He kind of had a loaded response for me. He started out with just saying, like, everything. I just go everywhere and do everything. And I was like, wow, thanks, Christian. Really insightful. But I pressed him a little bit further. I was like, is there a place that you go regularly? Or, which I understand could be a strange question for someone who is pretty much a celebrity. But I was like, is there, a type of spot that you go to, or like a museum or a book or some piece of inspiration that you look to on a regular basis? And he kind of stuck with his answer of like, no, I kind of just look at everything. And one of the questions that was earlier in the Q&A, or like actually during the Q&A, was, actually, I forget the question, but I remember his answer being that he consumes a lot of criticism, like he really digests criticism that he sees out and about or like hears directly from people and considers the criticism, whether he agrees with it or not. And I think he specifically said that he kind of likes when there is a piece of criticism that he doesn't agree with at all. And that's a very me thing as well. I really identified with that. And it's funny because I wore one of my fabulous funky outfits that I felt great in. And as I was walking to day 2, I got the dirtiest look from this very chic looking woman in Soho. Like, she looked disgusted with me. And that is arguably a type of criticism that I love.